We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing back, bro. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer.
Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you. We are live, guys. I'm Joe, one third of the Cyber Nerds.
We're having your GS.
Sorry, Mr. Blister.
And welcome back to the Cyber Nerds channel. And today we've got the review of episode 1 and 2 of the Disney Plus exclusive show, Hawkeye. Now, before we get into all things purple and shooting bow and arrows, what you need to do is aim your bow and arrow at the subscribe button. Then hit the thumbs up and the notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop a video. Now, gentlemen, you have seen episodes 1 and 2 of Hawkeye not once, but twice. In fact, yes, we're getting sticky here, but you've had the opportunity to see episodes 1 and 2 of Hawkeye twice. Can I get your general thoughts and feelings?
Oh, you know what's so funny, yeah? Like,
Tell us a joke.
watching. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. But just watching this, I was like, first time watching, I was like, yeah, I can see how this works in the comics. In the comics, this is like good, especially with the red tracksuit guys.
Mafia.
Tracksuit Mafia.
Like I'm looking for.
Skepta, put a lawsuit on these man. I'm saying it right now. There's a lot of mad stuff in this.
Yo, like I can see, like, I'm really gonna enjoy these lot. Like, I don't know the kind of history they have with Hawkeye, but I'm here for that. But then I just thought, like, some of the stuff, I was like, oh, like that's kind of tough on the screen, fam, and I wasn't sure if it worked. It was weird, like it was weird because, like, I enjoyed certain bits and I didn't enjoy certain bits. Like the fighting was a bit mad because, like, bruv, she's doing too much with the fighting, but then it's something that you don't take serious. Like, it almost reminded me of, like, you know when Jackie Chan is fighting, like, he's in a serious situation, but he does 1 or 2 moves and he'll just end up creating something, which is something she was doing when she first went down to the
wine cellar.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, even the thing with the bottle stuff, like, I was like, oh, that's cool, because, like, I enjoy Jackie Chan, so, like, obviously I enjoy stuff like that. But then it's a Christmas movie. That's what I keep telling myself. It's a Christmas movie.
Don't do that.
So
Don't do that.
It's not a cop out. It's not a cop out. It's not a cop out. Because you know why? Because they've just made into, like, this light-hearted comic thing, and it's not for me, like, all the way. But then you get the flashbacks of the thing, and then I'm like, I get reeled in, and then I'm like, I lose interest. So I feel like this show's gonna get people just not gonna be interested in it, and it's gonna be people's gonna be on it, and that's about it.
So, I'm Sam. Bro, you stay there, innit? Stay. Be that guy, innit? Stay there.
Yeah, you definitely hit the nail on the head saying that when she's fighting, it does remind me of the whole Jackie Chan. Because, like, even me, I was chuckling. She would be like punching a bottle, you'll fly to man's head, she was smacking people's heads with the felt. I was like, right, the bottle's not breaking, but it was making, like, funny noises. Like she said, it stepped on the bottle, it went flat. Like, those kind of things does have reminiscence of, like, Jackie Chan fights. So they, in some aspects, were entertaining, but
You man saw this and saw Jackie Chan.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I didn't until he mentioned it. I'm like, I could see,
I picked it up straight away.
It reminds me of Jackie Chan. But at the same time, I'm like, there's certain scenes where I'm like, you ain't doing that to 4 guys that are in a Russian mafia. Even if you took karate or whatever, they're messing you up. In fact, that's what I like the most, is that they actually are landing hits on her. So she has to do moves that aren't like street fighting to get a one-up on them, which I'm like, alright, cool, that's kind of mixing it up. But for me, the patience is all over the gap. That's what's getting me the most, because watching it the first time, it was like, the first episode was a drag. I'm like, I don't care about Kate Bishop at this point. They're making me not really care about Kate Bishop at this point as well. Like, I'm not really feeling the character. Second episode, I'm like, hey, Hawkeye's now finally here. And their, like, chemistry is for me is actually pretty good. I feel like they do bounce off each other really well. Like they do have some comedic elements, but it's almost everything around the show that I don't really care about as well, which I feel
I feel like that's when you kind of like feel drawn in and out of the bits, and then just like, and then at the end you're just like, I could just have this in the background and it'll be alright.
I want to jump on the Jackie Chan thing, yeah, because obviously I understand what you're saying and talk about someone who's watched Jackie Chan's like, oh, we can try and do this with her, but like, you've got to at least hit a bar for us to then be like, yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And this don't hit that bar of like, bruv, it's nah.
What do you mean when you
so like, so bruv, yeah, so like, let's say, yeah, you're trying to imitate something that is great, yeah? Jackie Chan, great, they're trying to imitate it, yeah? But this don't even hit the bar of like being good in what it is itself to then to be like, oh, that is a homage. I would see and be like, oh, they tried to do this, but I wouldn't even bring that up because I'll be like, nah, no. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. If we're talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, they did it like, no. In terms of the fighting, and as I was saying, you can watch our full reaction to this on patreon.com/cybernerds. And in that, it's like, it's one of them ones where we actually do way more talking than usual because it's like, certain things in this need to get unpacked, bruv. But for me, I didn't enjoy the first 2 episodes of the show. Like, even from the first intro, like, the backstory of 2012, and it shows her as a kid. And I'm like, realistically, you could have just cut that whole part off and started with, like, just the attack already happening. We get it. 2012, aliens attack, boom. The whole, what happens with her mom, what happens with her dad, I don't think's relevant. We find out all that context later. And then, in terms of the fighting, stuff like Atomic Blonde and Red Sparrow, the Black Widow movie, they're good, yeah? Because, like, they give you this character who's in a scenario, who's equipped to deal with this scenario and faces difficulties, bruv. She doesn't face no difficulties. Even the times where she's running away from the bad guys, I have to ask the question, why is she running? Because she was not overwhelmed when she was fighting them. She's now just running to run because, oh no, we need to put her in a position where Hawkeye can save her. But he's not saving her because she didn't need help. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's all of that kind of stuff. You're talking about the chemistry between them. The thing is, I don't think it's bad, but it's not good. Like, Hawkeye is just being Hawkeye, and Hawkeye is a very serious character, and she is not a very serious. In fact, it's not even that she's not a very serious character. It's that the tone of the character, even though she's being serious at some points, but then it's also like a newbie to being a hero. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way, and then it's like, I feel how Hawkeye feels in this, like he's contractually obligated to be here and he's getting dragged through it. Like, that's how he, you know what I'm saying? That's how he actually seems. Also, I don't actually understand Hawkeye's whole motivation in being involved in this thing in the first place. Brother, you saved the universe about 7 times, your best friend died, and your kids just want you to be there. Hawkeye's had this family thing going on since way back when. Do you know what I'm saying? So at this point, he should be overdoing stuff like this, regardless of whether wifey's accepting of it or not. You get me? So for me, like, I'm just like, this is a bit mad, and I hope it improves over the next 4 episodes.
One thing that I saw, and I know you mentioned it, but I thought it was interesting. I understood what you were saying about them trying to, because she was talking about he's not marketing himself and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But even before we got to that scene, when I watched it the first time, and he's at the theater and he's watching everyone, and then there was a few more scenes, it got me thinking, like, I wonder if he's in the frame of mind where he doesn't understand how people see him. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, like, he's at the theater, the girl looks back at him and smiles, and he feels so awkward about it. There's other bits where then there's another scene where he thinks they're looking at him, but they go past him and deal with the people that do stuff.
Cosplay.
Cosplay. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so he feels like kind of weird, like this member of this group, and he doesn't know where to fit in.
I don't agree, because Hawkeye has always been a regular guy. He's never tried to go for the you know what I'm saying? He's always been that, bruv.
Yeah, but
he just wants to go home to his kids. Do you know?
Like,
that's been his MO the whole time. So like her
1,000.
her throwing out, oh, you need to market yourself better. You need to do this. For me, I've never even seen Hawkeye as a character that even cares, bruv. He cares about his family.
He doesn't care.
So it's long.
Is how he's seeing himself. Like that little talk. I thought that was just them trying to push this thing out there. Like it was forced. But it's not what she was mainly saying to him. It's how he reacted to people. Because like you said, yeah, he don't care about this stuff. But now he's in the world where I guess the Avengers are not really around like that. And then he just doesn't know how to think. Like even when he's at the restaurant, when he's about to pay, and the guy's like, oh no, you never have to pay here. And it's like, oh no, but, and then he just stands there like,
he's a regular guy, bro.
Don't know, but this is what I'm saying. He doesn't know how to react to this. Like usually, no. Like to me, he feels a bit awkward. He doesn't know how to engage with these things.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
Please bear in mind, he's been Hawkeye for over a decade in that world.
Yeah, 1,000%.
He's calm, he's calm, bruv.
From what I saw, he feels a bit awkward at times.
If we walk into somewhere and someone's like, "Oh, you're the Cybermen, you can pay free," he's like, "Oh, like there is just that moment of like, what? Do you know what I'm saying? That's for me. That's all that is, bruv. Like, I just don't understand his motivation in legitly being here. Like, even the stuff that happened to Black Widow for me is a reason for him to just be like, "Yo, shut this thing down, boom." Like, no phone number, no nothing. Like, I'm out of it. Like, I'm not even engaging with your thing, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But who knows? Who knows? What we need you guys to do, jump in the comment section below. Have you man got any final thoughts on the thing?
I just hope the mum's the main villain of this and not
I don't even.
Oh, and the girl at the end in the red room. I want to see what's that about.
Hope she's a Black Widow as well. Just some things tying in because it would just be mad boring and just too obvious on the nose.
It can't just be about the suit now.
It
can't just be about the suit and then just like
the fiance is the main villain, like.
Bro,
if that's some simple ass writing if they do that.
Bro, Hawkeye's Ronan killed someone who's attached to someone who this links deeper into something in the MCU. But like, bro,
I just hope so because it is very like super simple at the moment, and I just hope they do, like you're saying, something a little bit more deeper because
see, and
very basic.
I'm definitely with you, and this is why I'm not like, usually I'm coming up with bare theories, but I like the theories are just laid because I'm like, yo, if you lot are gonna present this to me, I'm not gonna enhance this thing, bruv. Like, you just show me what you're showing me. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like, I don't feel really invested with any character. Like, and it's tough because like, man's seen Hawkeye for over a decade, bruv, and it's like, I mean, I want him to do something like, and even I was saying during the reaction, like, I wish they was telling a better story for his character post Endgame, but we're getting this. But I'm hoping it improves and that there is like an actual real journey for man. Do you get what I'm saying? Because this whole, oh no, I don't even know what he's doing.
It'll be interesting to see how the comic book is and how this stands out.
I was gonna say because even this final thoughts, like the whole Ronin thing, like how did man become that? We saw him as Hawkeye. Obviously, like I say, he was just a straight kind of dude, and then his family goes missing.
Yeah, it's like his mourning, innit? It's like his mourning. So that's his way of
bro,
getting rid of all
then he
these.
just comes back.
That's even more motivation why he wouldn't be out here doing this, bro. Like, and this is what annoys me. Really... Like, man lost his family for the 5 years. All he wanted to do was get him back. Man turned into a savage killer, and now he's got him back. Man's doing side quests. Man wouldn't be doing side quests, bro. Bro, it's a side quest, bro.
He went to that part.
Bro, man won't be out here doing side quests, man. But yeah, guys, look, jump in the comment section below. Let us know what you feel about this side quest and all of them things there. Is Kate Bishop one of your favourite characters? Have you read the comic book? And all of that. Get me. Other than that, make sure you're subscribing to the channel, hitting the thumbs up, and pressing the notification bell so you get notified every time we drop a video. I'm Joe, one further the Cyber Nerds.
Raven your GS.
Mr. Blitztech.
We'll see you next week on the next review. Peace.